Hello everyone, this is Citrine and this is your weekly astrology report and zodiac messages for the week of October 6th through October 12th. This week I will be using my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck for the zodiac messages. But first, let's get into the astrology of this week. So on October 7th, we have Mercury in an opposition to Uranus. Okay, this is a transit where you might experience a lot of impatience. So just remember that so that you can dig deep and have patience this week. Okay, now also, this is a transit where you will understand a lot of ideas faster than usual, okay? This is a transit where your brain will basically be on steroids, okay? So even though you might be a little bit impatient, it's only because it's like your brain is on, what is that drink called that gives you energy? But anyway, your brain is sort of like on steroids during this time, okay? So that's where the impatience is coming from. Now, also on October 8th, we have Venus entering Scorpio. So relationships are going to be taking on a deeper emotional, sort of like emotional vibe, a deep emotional vibe. Now, on October 12th, we have Venus in opposition to Uranus, okay? Now remember, October 7th, we have Mercury in an opposition to Uranus. And on October 12th, we have Venus in an opposition to Uranus. Now, when Venus is in an opposition to Uranus, you might notice sudden, unexpected events in love, sort of like a turn of events when Venus is in an opposition to Uranus, okay? This is going to be a time where you want a break from your normal everyday activities. Okay, so just prepare yourself for that. Now, also, this is a time where the beginning stages of a relationship are going to be very evident. Okay, now, as with all beginnings, you might feel a little bit unstable in a particular relationship, but just know that it is totally normal. Okay, now also for this month, this is not this week, but this month in general, the full moon is going to be in Aries on October 13th. The sun moves into Scorpio on October 23rd. The new moon this month is going to be in Scorpio on October 27th. Okay, also what I want to mention about this month, actually this week, we have Mercury pre-shadow period beginning. Okay, Mercury pre-shadow period is October 11th through October 31st. Now, Mercury goes retrograde October 31st, and it will be retrograde until November 20th. Okay, now, and then next month we have to deal with the Mercury post-shadow period. Mercury post-shadow period will be November 20th through December 7th. So, yes, Mercury is going retrograde this month. And the pre-shadow period starts this week. Okay, so if you're like myself, I feel the pre-shadow and the post-shadow period more than I actually feel the actual direct motion of Mercury. All right, so let's get into our zodiac messages. As always, we start off with Aries. Okay. All right. So, Aries. This week, you are going to be focused on your stability, okay? Make sure you keep your root chakra balanced. Maybe get a stone, something like black obsidian, and put on your root chakra and just soak in the energies. This is going to be a week where you will need your protection. You will need grounding, okay? Because your focus this week is going to be on your stability, Aries. That is for Aries. Let's move on. Okay, Taurus. This week you have the Ace of Wands. So this week you are going to be filled with passion about some idea you have or some action you are thinking about taking. You are going to be filled with passion this week, Taurus. So that's really great. Now, let's move on. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini, you have a great week ahead. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and this talks about the beginning of prosperity for you. Okay, so whatever you're working on, you're going to start seeing some fruits of those ideas coming into action. So that is really great for you, Gemini. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, you have the Destiny card, which is basically the Wheel of Fortune card in the traditional tarot deck. So this week, Cancer, you are going to be experiencing a lot of different synchronicities, prosperity, and overall progress in your life. So this is really great for you, Cancer. Okay, let's move on and see what's going on for Leo. All right, Leo, this week you can expect to experience some financial and material changes in your life. Okay, so just brace yourself, because sometimes these changes are not the changes that we are expecting. Okay, so just know that you do have some financial and material changes in store this week, Leo. Okay, let's move on, see what's going on for Virgo. Virgo, you are going to be sort of like a hermit this week. Okay, remember, nothing is wrong with being a hermit, okay? In fact, in the traditional tarot, the hermit card is Virgo. The hermit card represents Virgo. So Virgo, you are going to be in your zone this week, okay? You are going to be happy with any solitude, any chance you have to experience solitude this week. You are going to be grateful for it, okay? So make the most of your time alone this week, Virgo. Moving on to Libra. Look at this, Libra. A lot of you Libras who are single, you might actually meet someone this week. If you're dating, you might decide to commit to one another. You have the Two of Cups, which talks about a spiritual union, Libra. So this is really great. In the area of romance and deepening any friendships, you are going to have a great week this week, Libra. So that's something to look forward to. Now let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, make sure you keep your throat chakra balanced this week. It seems like there might be somebody you are holding your tongue. Like you might want to tell them something, but you're holding back on it. So make sure you keep your throat chakra balanced, and make sure you find a perfect time to speak with this person. Okay. And if you find that you still can't talk to the person, you might want to do some like humming, do some mantra exercises, things like that, because it will help you to keep your throat chakra balanced. Because when you hold your tongue against someone, it does throw your throat chakra off balance a little bit. All right, now let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you need to forgive someone this week. Okay, you have the heart chakra card, so make sure you keep your heart chakra balanced. Get a rose quartz or either a pink stone or a green stone, okay? And it's going to help you keep your heart chakra in check, okay? Because it looks like there is someone that a lot of you Sagittarius need to forgive this week, okay? Even if it's forgiving yourself, okay? Do some forgiving this week. Let's move on to Capricorn. Okay. So Capricorn, this week, you have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles talks about making positive movement. Okay? Steady progress. Okay? So Capricorn, this week you might find that you are making steady progress towards your goals. Whatever you're working on, you are going to feel good about it this week. You're going to feel like you are making progress, like you have positive movement forward, just as the card says. So it's going to be a great week for you as well, Capricorn. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius, you have the Fool card. So Aquarius, a lot of you Aquarius are going to experience a new beginning this week. It's going to feel so wonderful. Okay, look at that. You have the New Beginnings card, Aquarius. New beginnings. So you can expect that. You can look forward to that. Look forward to any new beginnings that are coming towards you. Okay. Now let's finish everything off with, as usual, Pisces. And Pisces, two cards fell out for you when I was shuffling. Okay. You have two cards that fell out. Okay, this is the Death card in the traditional tarot deck, and this is the Seven of Pentacles. So let's start with the Death card. Okay, basically, Pisces, you might experience yourself going through a major transformation with something this week. Okay, so just brace yourself and expect the unexpected. Basically, okay. Transformation, and also while you're going through this transformation, or while you're dealing with this death, sort of like a death and rebirth, have patience and plan your moves this week. Okay, this might involve clearing clutter, it might involve getting rid of some things, it might involve just sitting down and writing out a list of your goals, or a list of things that you need to take care of that have something to do with this death, or that have something to do with this transformation that you might experience this week. Okay, so just remember, take it easy, because when you're going through a transformation, or when you're dealing with a total death and rebirth in your life, it is going to require patience and planning on your part. So always remember that. So that's everything I have for all of the zodiac signs. So again, this is Citrine. Thank you so much for watching. And until next week, enjoy your week, everyone.